Hi, my name is Mikhail, and I want to participate in the quest. Hello, welcome to Hide and Seek. I am the creator of this quest. Tell me about yourself. If you win, what will you do with the winnings? I live alone. My family is just my younger brother Alexander. He is in an orphanage. I want to find a good job so that I can take him home. The money will help me buy time. Great mood, and I wish you good luck. Go to the specified place, and do not forget it is still a hide and seek. Don't get caught. Okie dokie then. So apparently this game is about a person that we play as who plays this game of hide and seek. In the description for the quest hide and seek, it said that there will be a presenter looking after the order, and it is impossible to catch his eyes. Let's finish the quest quickly and get out of here. There's something a bit fishy going on around here. I'm not quite sure what's up with this. Oh, motion blur. That thing I turn off every opportunity I get. You know what? You know what? Screw Alexander. Let's just leave. Wonderful. Excellent. Oh, that's made my day. Right, I already love this developer, and it gives me a chance to finish reading this line. Otherwise, I will be removed. All right then. So there's some sort of bod that's watching over us, are we? And we're going to get booted out if we muck this up. Fair enough. Sorry, it's been a long day of recording, and that really cheers me up. Okay then, that puts me in a good mood for this. I see a person over there. Hello, person. Right, so, yes, we play as this person who wants to play this game. I don't quite know why, but apparently that screen says we're going to win something, and we're going to use that to make a better life for ourselves and our little brother Alexander. Which is interesting. There's something else over there. What's that? Something all flashy. Should turn the light on, shouldn't I? What are those? Bottle of pills? Can I have these? Some painkillers, yes. Oh, right then. Probably I need those if I get bashed about a bit. Find the quest item that the organisers have hidden. Okay, so I need to look for some sort of buffalo skull and have some painkillers. Presumably those will be used as like a healing item if I get hurt. Okie dokie then. Yes, so oh hello. Hello friend. He's after me. What if it's true? I can't take the risk. I need to take care of my brother. I'm leaving. I completely agree. There's a man behind me who's about to murder me. Good afternoon. You seem a very interesting character model. Shame I can't stick around long enough to investigate it. Oh goodness, I'm falling over things. Can I get away from this guy or not? Not really. We seem to travel at exactly the same pace. Oh dear. Can he climb up things? No, he cannot. I have defeated him. Ha! My giddy aunt. That's Sloth from the Goonies, that's what that is. Alright, so I don't know very much about this game. It was released in August of 21. And in September of 21, about a month later, in case you didn't know that September was the month that came after August, you're still after me, guilty on. It was released on Steam. The itch.io version, which is the one I'm playing, is free. The Steam version costs a few quid. I don't know if there's any difference between the Steam version and the itch.io version. I presume that there must be, otherwise what would be the point of having a Steam version that's... Do you want to escape from here? Find the quest item and survive. Then maybe I'll let you out. Okay, so I can't leave anymore. Alright, fair enough. I wish I'd gotten time to read that. I don't know. You kitty. You could have read it, because of course you could pause the video, but I don't have such luxuries. Alright then. Should we just let this guy kill me? Can we just get it over with, please? That's very Dark Souls-y. Alright then, can we have another go at this, and this time not immediately get seen and chased by that man? Alright. Is that him in there? It looks too small to be him. Alright, what does this say? This. Oh no, you couldn't read half of this. My fucking face was in the way of it. I do apologise. This is all for real. That bully, not at all leading. He is a psycho-maniac. I barely managed to escape him, but I'm bleeding. I think he will find me soon. I need to get out of here. Alright then. I've had enough of this. This piece of paper has spooked me. I'm now going to leave, except I'm not going to because I shut the gate behind me without me realising. Okay, fair dues. There is a man there in that window, isn't there? Hello. If I can find a ladder, I can climb through the window. Alright. I guess we're looking for a ladder then. I mean, I might have tried jumping, but what do I know? That's just the kind of crazy cretin I am. Let's have this, and see what else we can find. Right. What an intense beginning. That's a beautiful character model, though, I must say. The design on him is incredible. I really hope that's not a pre-bought thing. The only reason I think that might be a pre-bought thing is because of this pre-build they're using, which is an immensely popular one. But we shall see how we get on. Can I open this? Oh, okay, I can click to go through it. That's fair enough. I'm going to turn this... No, I'm not. I was going to turn that off, because... Is it draining fuel? Because this pre-build usually has a sort of a draining oil mechanic for like a lantern or a lighter or something. And there is a meter there just above my health about the lighter, but it doesn't seem to be going down. So I'm going to operate under the assumption that we've got some intestines here for dinner, which is lovely. I'm also going to operate under the assumption that we've not got a draining battery, which is lovely, because that allows me to actually see what I'm doing. I can't read any of this, as those notes betrayed. It seems like they're in Russian when the game started up. It asked me whether I wanted to play it in Russian or in English. So here we go. Here is an oddly modified looking AK-47, which is interesting. Although it's oddly being described as an AK-74, which is curious. I've never seen that before. And here's something else. Nay, ball is what it is, but hey ho. Maybe we can find it and we can use it to bash the baddie's face in. Although, to be honest with you, looking at his face, it looks as if he's already been bashed quite a lot. So, oh, blast. Turns out I spoke too soon. It is not necessary to blast. Or gas mask. With a weird umbilical cord attached to it. That's less than pleasant. Man alive. That's a nice view. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright then. Let's see, what do we have here? I don't know. It is a man carrying some sort of sort of hard hat with him. I don't know. I'm guessing this is very, very old, because that's a picture of Lenin, I think. So that pushes the date of this back a long, long way. So possibly that's like an old wartime poster or something. Locked. I need to find a key. Can I get through here? Seemingly not. No, because the little mitten doesn't appear when I get close to that. So that's unfortunate. Goodness, you couldn't hide in one of these lockers, could you? Not unless you're a stick insect. There's something going on in there. That's a bit spooky. I don't think I can jump. Oh, I can lean though, which is interesting. We'll see if this game actually makes use of the leaning mechanics or not. Can I turn this light on? No, I cannot. Alright then, so coming in here hasn't actually been very helpful to me because, can I pull this switch? No. Grab hold of this knob and yank upon it. It would seem that I cannot. Doesn't seem like I can jump over any of these barriers, so I guess I'm going to have to pop outside. No, my flashlight. Oh, my flashlight. My lighter fuel is draining. It's just draining very, very slowly. So it's not too much to worry about, and hopefully they will give extra ones where necessary. Okay, presumably I can't go through here. Can I crouch? Yes, I can. What does this say? Number 3. While the king's son was absent from his palace, the Klingons, crying out loud, the king declared to fulfill his plan. He called the girl, told her of her fate, and offered her a choice, to leave or stay and guess the riddle. If she does not guess, she will spend the rest of her days in prison. The girl chose the latter. Then the king realized the girl's love for her son was sincere. He asked her a simple riddle to keep his word. 12 horses participated in a race. Only 4 of them reached the finish line first. The rest of the horses fell behind and lost. How many horses were defeated? What? 12 horses participated in a race. Only 4 of them reached the finish line first. How can 4 people do something first? Is that a translation error, or is that part of the riddle? The rest of the horses fell behind and were lost. How many of the horses were defeated? I can take that one. I don't think I've been able to do that with any of the other notes thus far. Well, I mean, the obvious answer would be 8. Because 4 of them got to the finish line and 8 of them didn't. But presumably if it's a 12-horse race, then 11 of them must have been defeated, because surely only 1 horse can win. I don't know. I'm guessing that the answer to that riddle is like a code, maybe? Like a number or something? Secondary hellos for secondary person on secondary floor. No idea what my ugly friend is. Yeah, I guess that riddle, the answer to it, or the correct answer to it, is a code, a number, which needs to be input for the sake of solving some sort of code or combination for a padlock or a lockbox or something. But goodness only knows what the answer is. I've never been very good at riddles, to be honest with you, because they're always so abstract and arbitrary and just kind of yanked out of the writer's butt, which always drives me mad about them. But never mind. Let's see what we've got here. Some lighter fluid. Alright, that's good. We've got some of that then. I'm not seeing a ladder anywhere. I do, however, see my friend. Hello, friend! Kindly go away. This is not the time for visit for tea and crumpets. Kindly leave me be. There is something over there by the front door. Let me see what we've got here. Another note? Yes, indeed. Note number 1. I don't understand what is happening to me. I have no one to talk about it. I cannot listen to my thoughts. No one can help us anymore. Only those who die quickly will be lucky. Well, that's cheery. Okay, so I can go into the ground floor via that window, but I need a key, which I haven't got. And I can get up through here, but I need a ladder. But it won't even let me interact with this anymore, let alone use the ladder, which I don't have. So, I mean, the logical solution will be to go up here, up these steps here, but I don't seem to have a jump, so I'm guessing that one is out of the question. So I suppose I've got to look for this ladder, which you'd imagine would be vaguely easy to find, given that ladders are sort of long and tend to protrude out rather objectionably. So shouldn't be too difficult to find, but I've already searched this place relatively thoroughly, or at least I thought I did. Is my friend over there? I think he's off in the distance though. But give me a minute. I shall wander about and I shall see if I can find this ladder or find this key. No, I suppose we're going in here now. Okay. Man, didn't see that earlier. Then, never mind. I'm being as blind as a bat, and there's more diagrams of weapons here, so that's all interesting. Oh no, that's a ventilation shelf. That's not a locker that I can hide in. All right then. Goodness. Has this got us onto the far side of that blockage? I think so. I think when we came in the other time, we were in that end of the corridor. Let's see what we've got here. More weapons. I'm alive. The page mentioned something about discovering the history of a military base, so I can only assume that's where we are now. It seems like a very, very small bit of real estate for a whole military base, so maybe it's just like a single office or something, like just a single small part of something that was used for military purposes. I like that these keep jumping out at me and scaring me. I can hear my ugly friend, but I cannot see my ugly friend, and that makes me happy, because frankly I get slightly traumatized every time I see his features. Right, never mind. Giddy answer, there are more intestines on the floor, but no. At least not yet. Wait till ugly friend gets through with me after hearing me call him ugly about a dozen times. Then my intestines will be hanging out on the floor. Trust me. Giddy, I thought this was a piano keyboard at first. It's not. It's clearly just a pair of shutters. Alright, let's see what this says. Note number 2. I didn't have to wait long for the girl to be brought to the palace. She was locked up for 5 days until the fool suggested an idea to the king. You need to offer the girl to guess the riddle. If she guesses, then she is worthy of your son. If not, then she will sit in prison for the rest of her days. The king agreed. Something circled there. Is it the 5 days? I'm guessing that off the 5 rather than anything else. Why have you circled the 5 days? And I didn't pay attention to whether any of the others were circled. Can I look at these ones? Man alive, the frame rate really dies in here for some reason. Note number 3 didn't have anything circled on it. No. No, okay. Maybe that was the only one that was circled. Alright then. Nothing to worry about then. I don't think that man can get in here. I think he's a little bit too portly to get through the hole in the window, so that's lovely. Alright then. Is there anything else in here? It's very difficult to see. You really do have to get up close and personal with things before you can really shed any light on them. But I don't think... What was that? There is something there, isn't there? Yes, there is. There's more lighter fluid. Yes, indeed. Good. That's highly appreciated, because that allows me to wander around for a lot longer, looking for things. I've completely lost my sense of direction in terms of where I entered by. Did I enter through here? Yes, I did. Okay, then. So I reckon we've combed through the majority of this place. Is that the note I left behind? Yes, it is. Weirdly, some of the notes you can pick up and some of them you can't. No, I can see that one. I was just too much of a dingus the first time I tried to realise I could do that. Okay. What's with this story of the king? Why is that relevant to what seems to be at least a semi-modern, if a little dilapidated military base? Do you mind, Mr. Creaky Door? I'll get to you in a wee minute. Do I need to interact with any of this in terms of getting this mended? You know what indie horror games are like with their breaker boxes and their fuses. Alright, what's up with the squeaky noises? I need a 4-digit code for this. There's some bolt cutters in there. And another thing in there I can't make out. Alright. What is the code going to be? The code can't be the answer to the riddle, because that's got to be a number between 0 and 12, presumably. I don't remember my name. I don't know who all these people who live with me are. And why did I stay here at all? Apparently my house and family are no longer there. Maybe they died from that infection. If you are interested, then look for a sequel. I certainly hope that I will write it for you. Alright, sudden turn of narrative there. We started off with this confused man who doesn't know where he's gone or where his family is, to a man writing about a book he's written that he's quite excited about. Okay. Right. Sorry, I was just looking at the map to see if I could look at the, what name was being described for the sake of trying to place the era, but it didn't quite work. Here is the key. Key to the door. Okay, is that the key to the other door, that we accessed the first time we came inside this building? When we, climbed in through the window? Yes, because I reckon that took us out through there, so that would get me through there. Alright then. Let me head back outside. Almost forgotten this was an horror game. That was nicely timed. Right then. Giddy yards. It's very difficult to get the timing on a jump scare like that right in terms of when the player is going to be sort of relaxed enough, because they're not really paying attention to what they're doing. because they're focusing on playing the game rather than stealing themselves for a spook. But alright, it looked like he was over there by the gate where we began, so I'm going to see if I can get back up on top of here before he appears, and see if we can make use of this key. So GTR. There we are. I love how the little footsteps become really, really quick when you're going up something. That's kind of cute. It reminds me of a cat running along something. Alright then, let's see if we can get this running. Huzzah! And it doesn't have an obtuse manner of using keys, like having to open a special inventory or press a special button on it, which is nice. What on earth is this? It's like a woman in a very loud jumper with some sort of contraption. I have no idea. I hear some weird noises. Hello, sir. You meditating? Sounds like a rat is trying to eat your toes off, so I best leave you to it and not interrupt you. Alright then. Let's see what else we can find. So we can't go up any further. Let's see what we can find in here. Another poster. What does this poster speak about? I don't know, the glare becomes a bit too bright when you get a bit close to it. Seems to be some people writing something near some sort of structure. It's a bit like an oil rig or something. Right then. Oh, could go out there. Alright then. I thought we were going to interact with this. This is slightly different from the other one, because the other one, this whatever this is, it's talking about voltage. I'm guessing it is some kind of fuse, or maybe a conductor or a transformer or something else. I've got no idea what electrical components are. The other one had its third one down here, so maybe we are looking for a third one to put in its place. But let's see what we've got. We've got another note. What does this say? I have to crouch down to reach it. Someone will ask, how did I get to this? Of course, I'm going crazy if I'm talking to myself, but if you're interested, then listen. I can't take that one with me, can I? No. I don't know what the consistency is between the ones you can take and the ones you can't take, but the game's page said something about that as well. It said something about listening. I forget exactly what it was talking about, but it did mention something about listening. I just assumed it meant that there was going to be an enemy that would make noises, or like some footsteps that would be playing somewhere, as is usually the case with these little games. Right then, what do we have here? Another note. That one's got the number 19 circled. I'm going to write these down as we go. I know I've got them stored in my inventory, but the frame rate seems to die when I open it, so goodness knows I don't want to do that. So we've got the number 5 that's been circled, and the number 19 which has been circled. The king alone ruled his kingdom. He had a son who was 19 years old. The son fell in love with a beautiful girl, but she was poor. And because of the socio-economic conditions at the time, apparently that means something. The king did not want to accept a poor person into his family. Don't poor people. Can't have poor, smelly people in my kingdom, says mischievous king. And he sent a messenger for the girl. His son is on the other side of the country. Well, that's not very sad, isn't it? In these notes, there is a hint to the combination lock. Yes. Weird that we've been reading these notes in backwards order as we've been exploring, but never mind. So note number 1 has the number 19 circled. So I'm guessing like the chronological order of the notes is important. Then it says number 2 is the one with the 5 circled. Then where was the one with the riddle? That's number 3. This one doesn't have anything circled. And no numbers appear as numbers. They're written as words here. Presumably the last number is the solution to this riddle. I mean, I can work it out through trial and error, because now there's only 10 or so different combinations that it could possibly be. I mean, as I said, I guess that the solution to the riddle is 8, but that is an absolute guess, and that seems far too obvious. These riddles are usually hopelessly contrived and complicated for the sake of for the sake of it. Is my meditating friend still there? No. He decided that I was making too much of an infernal racket and decided to make his ouch. That's the second jump scare we've had in this game, and it's the second one that I've been looking in the wrong direction at the time of. Oh dear. Right, where's Ugly Bugly Friend? Ugly Bugly Friend is over there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I like this game, I do. I'm a bit confused by some of it, but I like it quite a lot. Alright then. Let's see if we can get back inside and have a go with this combination, because presumably it's 195 something. I mean, if I had to guess, and I do, I'd say it's maybe 1952, because that's a date that was very significant in the history of this nation. So, I mean, I'll try that one first, but which way am I going again? I get confused by this place, so I'll do. Yeah, I'll try 1952 first, but somehow I doubt that's going to work. Problem is if you stand close to things, there's a glare. If you stand away, then it's perfectly fine. But if you turn it off, it doesn't work at all. So it's 1952. Wrong! Alright, is it 8? Yes. So it was 8 that were defeated. Why are you writing this down, Phil? I'm writing it down because it's the end of a very long day and my brain is fried. So 8 of them were defeated. Okay. The answer seems far too obvious for a riddle, but I appreciate that it's straightforward and simple instead of mind-numbingly complicated and contrived as these things normally are. Oh, good evening, gentlemen. I didn't see you there. I do apologise. Please forgive my improperness. Some bolt cutters. Yes. Right. Now I can bite off the lock in the basement with the bolt cutter. Fair enough. Okay, there was another item in here, but it's gone now. Alright, I thought you were booting me off into a different world. No, it's not. It just wanted to reload the game. Okay, that was interesting. I don't mind. I assume that's for some sort of technical reason that would be utterly beyond my comprehension, so I'm not overly concerned about that. You know what, instead of beating around a bush, let's steal ourselves from another jump scare. Didn't get me that time, did ya? Good, there's no one here. Looks like all the painkillers have respawned, which is great, because that means I can collect them up in case there's another encounter with Miss Soviet Union 1958 that's wandering about this place. Alright. Where is he? I don't see him, so I assume he's around the front somewhere, which hopefully gives me enough time to get over here and get this off before he catches me. Unless he's despawned, which would be lovely, but somehow I doubt that's the case. Must continue to search for the quest item. Indeed, and then we'll be able to get it out of our inventory. Would you open the thing? Thank you. Can we shut it behind us? There we go. I don't think he'd be intelligent enough to, Where is friend? I hear friend's footsteps. This is just a little bit of ladder, which is just being hidden in this cupboard. I thought this was access to a basement or something. Like you came down here and then there was like a shaft you could go down. That's not the case. This is just where you get this bit of ladder. Oh, I need to take this with me. Oh, and you conveniently open the door for me. That's kind of you. He's got to be over there somewhere, isn't he? It would be really smart for me to go the other way. That would be much, much safer plan. But me and good ideas get along about as well as a very hungry cat and a very, very slow mouse. So you'll pardon me if I go this way. Huzzah! Now we can go up here. I'm not convinced how this will help us, but we've got access to another part of the building now. Let's have some more painkillers so that we can dull the pain of that terrible, terrible, terrible joke I made, and then we'll see if we can get through here. Indeed. So where exactly are we in relation to the rest of the building? And how does being in here help exactly? One does not know. He knows that there's lots of bolts around here. which is an interesting way of sort of... The door is locked from the other side. Interesting way of doing that. We'll come back to the room with the mysterious heartbeat in it in a minute, and we'll come over and have a look at this first. Oh look, there is nothing over here but a bunch of detritus. That's a shame. Right. What's in here? And why... Oh god, it's literally a pulsating heart. I don't know what this is. Maybe it says wash your heart before returning to work. That is a strange game. I like it. It's bizarre and unique and a bit disturbing, but it boggles the old mental faculties. So it does. Why are you saving? What's about to kill me that you need to save me from? I like that it turns the light off when you read the notes. That's a lovely touch. From everything that was happening that I saw, I was able to assume that scientists were conducting experiments in secret laboratories which I never found. They were probably in secret bunkers near a small settlement where our house used to be. At some point there was a release and leakage of toxic gas. We didn't feel it, and these scientists escaped without warning the locals. That is, us. I wonder what happened next. Or have you already understood everything? So there was some sort of chemical testing going on, which was being conducted near this bloke's home, and naturally it all went wrong, because when was the last time a chemical weapons test went right? Well, I say chemical weapons test, I'm assuming it's a weapon. I mean, you have to admit that, like, you know, this era isn't exactly famous for its scientific developments of happy things. It's more famous for its scientific developments of unhappy things. That's really weird. Good afternoon. It seems you catapulted yourself out of the window to get away from my irritating voice. Can't say I wholeheartedly blame you. Alright. How does that help me exactly? Have I missed the quest item? It looks like it's in a box or a coffin or something. Let me just look. Oh, there was a thing here I missed. Let me just look carefully for a second and just see if I've missed it, because I feel like we've come to the end of this building and everything else. And this room seems sort of consequential, because it has the beating heart in it, and it's saved when we reach the far side of the room. So there must be something significant here. There must be something sort of meaningful or worthwhile. Something beyond just a note, which doesn't seem essential. Did I take the note? No, I didn't. So it wasn't like one of the puzzle-solving notes that I could take with me. Can't go into that cubicle, which is probably for the best. No, it doesn't seem like there's anything in here. Alright then, I guess I'll wander outside and see if anything happens. I'm not quite sure what to do next. I generally do feel like we've explored this building quite thoroughly. At least the vast majority of it. But, I don't know where this buffalo skull is. Also, I do question why this is called a game of hide and seek. Given that hiding and seeking is about one person hiding and another person looking for them. This seems more like a game of putting a buffalo skull somewhere and then sending someone else off to find it. Is the gate open now? No, it's not. Fiddlesticks. Alright. I saw a friend going off that way, which is interesting, which means he's turned his patrol route around and he's going the opposite direction now, which is curious. Did I read this note? Yes, I did, which is odd, because I could have sworn it was on the door last time I read it. But never mind. Alright, I'm not entirely sure what to do next. Give me a minute, I'm going to wander around for a while and see if I can find anything else. I must have millions of these things by now. How many do I have? I have 35! I have 35 bottles of painkillers, kitty, aren't you? You could put a horse down with that. Oh, hi, friend. Hello again. Yeah, give us a minute. I'm going to waltz around a little while and see if I can figure out what it wants me to do next. Because, I'm a little befuddled in terms of what precisely it wishes me to do. The hell was that noise? Oh, it wasn't a window shutter, it was a thing. It sounds like it's right here. I guess it must be on a different floor. That's very weird. I've never heard that noise before. At least I don't think I have. How very strange. Here's a few more organs. So we've got the small intestines, the large intestines, the liver, the lungs. Looks like we've got the trachea there as well. Along with the heart. Whatever that is, I've no idea. We've got some eyeballs as well, some really small ones. We've got a stomach there possibly as well. So that's nice. We can put together one of those skinned people that they have in schools and medical colleges for teaching people about all of the organs. That's fun. That's interesting. They've barred up this entrance. I can't go in there anymore. Okay. That's curious. Presumably that was one of the things that changed when, you filled me full of hope there for a moment, game, and then you ruined everything. Yeah, when it saved and sort of reloaded the world a bit, that must have been one of the things that changed. It must have blocked that pathway. But that's annoying, because that means I've now been everywhere. And I've got no idea where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do. Because I've searched everywhere. I've looked at everything. And I can't find anything. Which is all a bit sad. It must surely be in here. This area we've done basically nothing with. We found the ladder and we put it in place, then we came in here, we saw the beating heart, we read the note, but we haven't done anything else. It must be here, but search as much as I have, I can't find anything else of consequence in this area. I really am very confused. I feel like we've experienced most of what the game wants to offer me. And that now we just need to pick the item up and get the hell out of here. But where it is just absolutely beyond me. Something's changed over here when that man went over here. Oh. I should have gone and had a look at the window where the man chucked himself out of. Goodness, I'm not very bright, am I? I mean, we all knew that already, but never mind. I can go in here. Can I go up further? No, there's another note, however. It's me again. Continue. It's affected people in different ways. Someone went crazy and committed suicide. Some became aggressive towards each other. People began to die out, and the survivors united into one family, and their entire existence was reduced to one thing: to not die. Well, that's a bit bleak, isn't it? But I think that's a pretty good picture of what the world would turn into after an apocalyptic event. I don't know whether that's what this is supposed to imply, like some sort of scientific experiment gone wrong. Caused everything to go a little bit pear-shaped. We've got another bathroom here with a friend who looks a little bit like one of those Klingons, out of discovery. He seems to have his chest sewn up, which is interesting, implying they've been doing some sort of cavity operation with him. Within his chest. Which is interesting. Strange, and a funny noise though. Evening, gentlemen. Don't mind me just stepping on your corpses. I shan't be here very long. Oh, hang on, there's something here. More painkillers. I do have a theory, however, about the painkillers. I currently have 40. If I pick this up. There we go. That's the third jump scare I haven't seen. I now have 45. Alright, that means I picked up 9 bottles. I haven't picked up 45 bottles. Alright, that's beginning to make a bit more sense. That number did seem a little ridiculously high. Alright then. Let's see what else we can find in this place. Can't go through here. This is locked. That's not a doorway, that's just a door. Hi, friend. Hello, friend. Oh, gosh. At least I saw that jump scare. It was a little harder to miss. Oh no, not another code. Okay, we got the bolt off, but yeah, I need another code. Which is interesting. Friend has tried to find a new place to meditate, and I've invaded his home again, and I'm going to screw everything up once again. But never mind. That's just the kind of classy kid I am. Alright then, so it seems there is a bit more to the game than I initially anticipated. Which I appreciate, because I feel like there's a lot more of this mysterious story to explore. There's no more of this room to explore, however, which means we must go and invade on the privacy of Mr. Meditation. Do you mind? Take your tap dancing shoes and scamper off down a different staircase. Mate over here is trying to meditate and you're not making it any easier on him. So here's the number 72. Whether those are the first 2 numbers or the second 2 numbers, I do not know, and what the others are. I don't know either. There must be some more numbers written somewhere. Just got to find them. There weren't any numbers written on that note where they are. Don't need no numbers written on no notes. I have found them here, scrawled on the back of this desk. Presumably that was part 63 in the IKEA furniture instructions. So it's either 6372 or it's 7263. Let's try 63 first, because we would have seen that one first in terms of like the chronological order of which rooms you would have encountered. Huzzah! My complete guess was vaguely accurate. Can I see the jump scare this time? Oh, we found it! Huzzah! Hello! Oh gosh. And of course it wasn't as easy as that. I need to get out of here. Am I alright, or have I been slightly murdered? Oh no, am I in the same place, or have I been like dragged off to someone's love dungeon? One doesn't know. Well, probably not a love dungeon, given this, and given this, and given this, and given that, and given this. It's probably not a love dungeon, it's probably something a bit worse than that. Right, I love... Hang on a minute. How... Hang on. Surely I need to unbolt that. Can I unbolt that, please? No, I can't, because even if I did lift that bolt up, there's no way for it to come across. That's interesting. Also, if I'm the only person in here, how do they leave, shut the door, and then bolt the door after they left? That doesn't make much sense to me, but, what does it matter? Okay, I think we're in, like, the basement now. What was that funny noise? Yeah, I think we're in, like, the basement now, because I've seen those little windows right next to the ground in the grounds of the building, which always seem a bit weird to me, these, because you imagine dirt would just get kicked into them all the time. And there is bestest friend in the whole world wandering by. Hello, bestest friend in the whole wide world. Right, you don't have anything helpful, do you? Other than being stock acid, which I see more often than I see my mother sometimes. Right, never mind any of that. Oh, this is open now. Was that funny noise the sound of it unlocking? It just wanted me to be patient for a minute. Oh, gosh. We'll deal with the path to sacrifice over there in a wee minute. Let's see what else we can find. Does it want me to interact with these? No, it doesn't mind me interacting with the door, but it doesn't seem to directly let me interact with the boards, implying I might not be able to, like a hammer, to get them off. What's with the milk churns? Right, these are evocative of an era. I haven't seen these in a hell of a long time. But, Yeah, what sort of milk churns? Were you milking bestest friend in the world? Were you? I don't want to know which organ of his you were milking. And that's led us out here, for all the good it's done. It is too far. You need something long to reach the... Ah, well, fortunately I've got something very long here, which I can use to put through there and bring it back. It's called a long history of being a categoric failure in everything I've attempted to achieve in my life. Right then. Cheery little aside sorted. Let's move swiftly on with life. Giddy aunt. I kind of hope there is a sacrifice down there, because then maybe I'll die and I won't have to deal with this any longer. Right. I don't know where this leads. That might say bathroom, that might say interrogation room, that might say come into this room if you wish to be smacked in the jaw. I imagine not, or else the Russian language is a lot more succinct than I ever realised. Can I get this out of the way? Yes, I can. Can I open this door? Yes, I can! Goodness, I am finally a success at something. Alright then. Do I have the item with me? Yes, I do. I've got it now. Alright. Oh, hello, friend. Hello. Oh. I haven't been in touch for 4 days. I think something happened to him. The last time he said he wanted to participate in the quest. The police have accepted the statement, but I don't want to sit and wait. I am going there. Okay, is that the end of the game? Because I feel like there was more I could have explored. And I'm sort of sad that I didn't get to explore the rest of it. And I don't really have the time in the day to go back and see it all, go through it all again for the sake of getting to the end. No, this is different. This is Dimitri. Alright. I want to help my family. Go to a specified place and don't forget it is to hide and seek. So this is a very, very similar setup, but it's not quite exactly the same. We've got a different person here, and he's not talking about his brother. But the brother was Alexander, not Dimitri. Oh no. That's it. So that's the story of somebody else going on to do it. Interesting. I rather enjoyed that. I like the sort of the puzzle elements of it, in terms of like tracking down the codes and looking for the ladders and the keys and stuff, but that doesn't make any sense. I needed something long. I'm convinced that was not the proper ending. It's really hot and it's really, really late, and I should stop and go to bed, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go through the game again and see if I can do something different there, because I really feel like that was a mistake on my part. Which is weird, because if I just died in a way that like drained my health, like he jumped up and attacked me, like bestest friend in the whole wide world did, then that would have been alright. But that death, I feel like if it was just, here's another way in which you can die, like we did at the beginning, to get bestest friend in the whole wide world off our tail, it wouldn't have ended in that way with the note coming up about the brother. I might be chasing a red herring here, but let me get us back to where we was, and then I shall see if we missed anything there. We'll go down that corridor with all those candles in it, and we'll see if we can find something to get that key. So why would they have the key there? I mean, I do like a game. I always love it when games sort of really surprise you with the ending, because taking it under an assumption for the second that was the actual ending, I like it that it sort of gives you the key and it implies you need something to like drag the key out with, like a hook or something, because it then sort of sends you off to look for those items when really they don't exist and you're just going to die, which is cheerful. But I genuinely just have this sneaking suspicion inside of me that that's not quite it, that there is something more. But give me a little while, I shall get us back to where we was, and we shall see if my assumption is correct, or if I'm talking a load of old poppycock. So, don't get the odds. Give me a minute. get this door open. Okie dokie, we is back to where we was. Didn't take too long to get back here in the end, it took about 6 or 7 minutes, so that wasn't too bad. So, remind me what was out here. Bestest friend in the whole wide world, that's what was out there. Alright, so that's where the key is that I want to find. And there's the room of Mr. A, and there's the room of death. So let's see what we find down here instead. Yeah, there is more. Look, because can I cut the oh, do I not have the bolt cutters anymore? If they've had them off me, it would seem that they have. Yes. All right then. Hello again. I thought about turning the recording back on for the sake of showing you the jump scares that we missed, but for some reason they didn't play. So I don't know whether that's because I was being more efficient with my time and not going into all of the places. Because that little stairwell where we found our meditating friend the first time, I actually didn't need to go in there in the end, because I knew where I knew what the codes were. So I think we need to explore those areas for the sake of finding the codes, which of course I already had written down, so that wasn't a problem. All right then. So presumably this is the long thing which I can use. Oh, giddy aunt. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that room well enough alone. Yeah. Let's see if we can use the crowbar on this. Can I? How do I do this? Do I go in my inventory to use it? Here we go, use. I'm clicking use and not a great deal is happening. How do I crowbar? How do I do the crowing of bars? Exactly, how does this work? I don't know. Oh! Brain, you probably use it to get the boards off the door, don't you? Honestly, I wonder what's wrong with me sometimes, I genuinely do. There we go, okay, we'll find something in here that we can use. I do think the crowbar probably would have been good enough, but, Yep. Never mind. Good. There's no one here. There's another throbbing heart. Dear heart, wish you weren't here. Wish you were off back in someone's chest cavity where you blasted well belong. But never mind. Let's have these back. Should we explore the rest of this room? Should my voice suddenly go about 7 octaves higher than it ought to be? Because I've genuinely got a sense of fear right now. Not purely for the reason that I don't want to die and have to reset all my progress again. Is there someone over there? Right there, right above my mouse cursor. I swear there's a person. Would you shut up? You're not getting out. Made that mistake once, I'm not making it again. There is. There's a person right over there. It's meditating friend. We'll I don't know what it is. I don't care. A fishing rod? Alright, I'll have a fishing rod then. This is literally a fishing rod. I think the crowbar would have worked better than the fishing rod. But what... Oh, Gideon, what do I know? Is there any more murderous people in here? I don't think so, no. That makes me happy. What does this note say? We abandoned our homes when the military began to clear the village, and after waiting for the end of the operation, we moved to an abandoned military base. But by this time, we no longer understood who we had become. We have become monsters. Goodness. So you're trying to tell me that the enemies that I've been dodging left, right, and centre this entire time are the people that have been writing these notes, which I've been reading. Interesting. We've got rats in the roof by the sounds of it. Well, friend is still over there, which is lovely. Has he made a blockage to stop me getting through? He has. He really likes his privacy, that guy. If you bang that door again... Thank you. It's getting a little bit cross at you, young man. Being quite so uncouth with your noise making. Right. Here we go. Okay, we've got the key with the fishing rod now. Now, where does this go exactly? This presumably doesn't go to this door. Yeah, because we wouldn't be able to get that big thing out of the way. friends, dear friends, there is a time and there is a place for theatrical reenactments of the stabbing of Caesar. But here and now is not one of them. But no. You know, some people consider the ability to take criticism in a non-violent way a sign of maturity. But seemingly you people don't. Alright then. Are they mannequins or were they monsters? It's difficult to tell. Here is a man who's getting ready for work while wearing a suit about 7 times too big for him. Alright. I mean, oh no, I don't think it is a suit actually. I think it's like an overall. Yeah, because look, it's like being zipped up and you can see his trousers on underneath that. Alright. Alright. I apologise for criticising your fashion sense, mate. You were actually not as deplorable as I thought you were. Sorry, it always drives me mad when you see people wearing a suit that's too large for them. It's like, for goodness sake. I mean, like, I sometimes wear a suit that's too large for me, but that's only because I can't afford to buy ones that fit properly. But because it's really shocking how few stores actually stock my size. But never mind, you wouldn't think I was a massively small person, but I guess I am. Small brain, small bod, small... Never mind. Crying out loud. Thank you for distracting me, mate. You cheered me up no end. Right, where am I now? Oh, I can escape. I can leave. There's something over there I want to look at. Is it just like painkillers or something? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm leaving. Let me know. Hello, friend. You were waiting for me to catapult myself out the door, and then you were going to chase me, weren't you? Just because you're my best friend in the world, think you can be mean to me? You can't. Alright. Is the gate open? It doesn't look like it is. Maybe I need to go out the other gate. Is the gate open? It looks shut to me. Yeah. It's shut and chained and locked and bolted and impenetrable and lots of other words like that. Speaking of the impenetrable. Oh dear, you want me to go that way, don't you? Alright. I shall follow bestest friend in the world. Bestest friend in the world also got in my tail while I was trying to get back through the game again. He somehow managed to catch me off guard, and because you know I was paying so much attention and definitely wasn't thinking about what I was going to have for dinner. Let's have some more painkillers in case he catches me again. Oh no, this is lighter fluid, which is odd. I picked up loads of lighter fluid and I haven't actually needed any yet. You know what? I've just remembered. An hour too late, but I've just remembered. I do still have the quest item, don't I? Yes, I do. Good. I've just remembered that when I was looking at the Steam version of this game, I think it said it had 3 endings. The itch.io version didn't say that. I didn't say anything about multiple endings. At least nothing I can remember. The Steam version definitely said 3 endings. Which might mean that we're about to experience the second one if I can figure out how the hell you get out of here. Because this is bolted as well, isn't it? Chained even. Yes, it is. I need to get out of here. Yes, need to get out of here. I wish we could find the exit, however. Both the gates are locked. There must be an exit somewhere. There must be somewhere I can escape. What's that up there? What? If I find the boards, I can climb over the fence. What are you prattling on about? What, you mean these boards? Suitable boards. Where the entrance to the basement. What? You want me to get some boards from the entrance to the basement, do you? I can see bestest friend in the whole wide world over there. What boards do you want? What do you want? No, you don't want those. Those aren't boards. What boards did you want? This is the entrance to the basement, isn't it? What? Oh, Giddy, your bestest friend in the whole wide world is on my tail, and I've never been able to shake him loose. It does seem, I think we saw this at the beginning, that when you come up here, he can't follow you. And he just sort of stops and gives up, which is lovely. You could leap over that, mate. You could pick up one of these boards and catapult yourself over. Use your sense of self-preservation, mate. Where's friend gone? There's friend. Hi, friend. You could step on his head to get over, you great goose. Where do you want me to get these boards from? I want to find some boards. It said something about the entrance to the basement, but it doesn't seem like there's anything over there. Something a bit fishy is going on here. Let me see if I can go back into the basement via the front door. Which probably isn't the most sensible plan, because I've realised he'll be able to follow me through the front door. Because previously he could never follow you inside the building. What about these boards? These do beautifully! Has he given up? No, he hasn't. He hasn't. I've also just remembered this is a dead end. Oh, gosh. Oh, bestest friend in the whole wide world. You are a pain in the neck. All these boards, all those boards. Anything, mate. Anything would work. Barely need any frickin' boards in the first place. What's wrong with you, man? Where are these boards you want me to find? I really have no idea. But I guess I'll keep looking. Got to be somewhere. I just don't get why it said the entrance to the basement, because there's no boards anywhere. At least all of the boards that I can see, he doesn't seem to much fancy. His particular... That's funny, I don't remember that door being there before. Yeah, every board I can find doesn't seem to measure up to this guy's standards. Sorry, random side note, what's with the swing set? For bring your kid to work day? Hey, where do you work? Oh, you know, just at a Soviet military base where we conduct experiments on people and create monsters like that every other minute. Oh, alright. What are you up to tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow's a special day, it's bring my kid to work day. They don't get to go inside because, you know, everything's all classified and all, but, you know, I'm still going to take them so they can have a go on the swing set by the front door. You'll pardon me if that makes this also no sense, but what do I know? The only thing I know is that Friend patrols much, much quicker than he used to, and I still can't find these blasted boards to save my life. Oh, those boards. The boards that I used for this exact purpose at least half a dozen times within the last hour that I totally forgot about. Oh, alright then, that one's on me. That one's on me for being a moron. I still think we could have picked up those two and repurposed them, but never mind. Huzzah! Oh dear, thank you for your support. I decided to tell the journalists about this place. They managed to raise a public outcry. Many people became not indifferent. That is the most wonderful way I've ever heard of describing enthusiasm. Not indifferent. The police are conducting checks and investigations on the case of the organizer of the quest. There is more good news. I was offered an internship at a good company. My lawyer said I will soon be able to take my brother home. Huzzah! I think we got the good ending, which is good because I need to go to bed. That's good. I think we got the positive ending that time instead of the dying like a dunce ending that we did previously, so that's lovely. Speaking of me dying like a dunce, when I died, I couldn't have clicked continue to go back to roughly where I was, could I? I mean, I hope that I could have for the sake of the game design. I also hope that I couldn't have for the sake of me not wasting 6 or 7 minutes of my life, which I'll never get back. But, life. I really like that. Nice spooks, very unique enemy designs, a lovely detailed and grungy environment. As I said, I really like the puzzles, in terms of like finding out little bits of information, tracking down the notes and things, and I like the story. I like that we're just a person trying to make a better life for ourselves, and we're throwing ourselves into this dangerous situation for a reason, rather than just being, you are a person in a pickle. Why? Because you're a protagonist in an indie horror game. Deal with it. So, that's nice. Nice to have a bit of proper motivation for the character, rather than rather than just thinking, well, why don't they just leave? As is so often the case in a horror movie when someone's inside a house with a demon, you think, why don't they just leave? But never mind. Yeah, I really like that. I don't know how the Steam version differs, other than the fact that it costs money, with the itch.io version being free. But yeah, enjoyable. Very much enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed that as well. So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen, for You Must, which I have to confess I accidentally thought when I originally downloaded it was called You Must Win, because after the title of the game it had Windows 64 written at the end of it for like which operating system that it runs for. Because often on itch.io they'll upload sort of various different versions of the games for different operating systems, you know, like one for Macs, one for Linux, one for Windows, etc. And of course I downloaded the Windows one, and yeah, it said You Must, and then Windows 64, except it just said Win 64, so I thought it was called You Must Win, but never mind, that's just me, another beautiful example of me being an absolute muppet, but never mind. Never mind any of that. Never mind anything I've ever said in my life. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.